With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Hello students, here question is r vector is equals to a vector cross b vector into sin x, b vector cross c vector into cos y, and 2 times c vector cross a vector, where a vector, b vector, c vector are three non-coplanar vectors. Okay, it is given that r vector is perpendicular to a vector plus b vector plus c vector, then minimum value of x square plus y square is equals to, and these are our four options. We have to say which of the following option is correct. So let's solve this problem. The information given is this r vector is perpendicular to a vector plus b vector plus c vector, which means that dot product of both the vectors will be 0. Okay, students, this is equals to 0. So now what we'll get from here, we'll get r vector dot a vector plus r vector dot b vector plus r vector dot c vector. This equals to 0. Now I am going to find r vector dot a vector, r vector dot b vector, r vector dot c vector. So both sides I am going to do dot with a. So what will get? See, r vector dot a vector is equals to, the way here we do dot product, so similarly we'll do dot product of a with all these components. So what we'll get? See, we'll get a vector cross b vector dot a vector, and sin x is a scalar. Okay, now plus b vector cross c vector dot a vector into cos y plus 2 times c vector cross a vector dot a vector. Now here if you see, the concept is a vector dot a vector cross b vector, this is equals to 0 because these both vectors are perpendicular to each other. So a vector is perpendicular to vector a vector cross any other vector. So here this both vectors are perpendicular, so their dot will be 0, and here also this both are perpendicular, so their dot will be 0. So from here we'll get r vector dot a vector is equals to b vector cross c vector dot a vector into cos y. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to similarly find r vector dot b vector. So similarly we'll get r vector dot b vector. So when I will do dot product, so here this will become b vector, here also this will become b, and here also this will become b. So here a vector cross b vector dot b vector, this will become 0. B vector cross c vector dot b vector, this will also become 0, and this will be remaining 2 times c vector cross a vector dot b vector. Okay, and similarly we'll get r vector dot c vector. So when I will do dot product for c vector, what will happen? See, this will become 0, b vector cross c vector dot c vector, and this will also become 0, c vector cross a vector dot c vector. Remaining will be this. So this will become a vector cross b vector dot c vector sin x. Okay, no problem. Now here we can see that this is vector triple product. So this can be written as a vector, b vector, and c vector. This is also vector triple product. CAB, sequence is same. We can write this as a vector, B vector, C vector. These are the property that we all have studied in vector triple product. And over here also ABC. A vector, B vector, C vector. Okay, now I'm going to put all this value in this equation. So what we'll get? When you put all this value, so we can take this common. So we'll take this out common, A vector, B vector, C vector times. Okay. Now this is, here this will be cos y plus sin x plus 2 is equals to 0. So this is not going to be 0 because there is no information given that A vector is perpendicular to B vector or C vector. See, if this equation can be 0 when this becomes 0, so suppose this is 0. This is 0 means this is 0, and if this is 0, so A vector must be perpendicular to B vector cross C vector. But there is no information like that given. Okay, so this cannot be 0, which means that cos y plus sin x plus 2 should be equals to 0. Cos y plus sin x is equals to minus 2, which means that the cos y value, this value should be equals to minus 1 and this value should be equals to minus 1. If both are minus 1, then only both is going to be equal, and cos y is minus 1. Okay, for y equals to pi, 3 pi, 5 pi and so on, and sin x is minus 1 at minus pi by 2. Okay, next is 2 pi minus pi, that is 5 pi by 2, 2 pi minus pi by 2, so this will become, 3 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 and so on. There are many angles. Now what we need minimum value. Okay, minimum value of x square plus y square. So when x and y both are minimum, then we can say that their square, their summation will be minimum. So when take pi and minus pi by 2, then we'll get minimum value. Else if we'll take 3 pi, then 3 pi is greater than pi. So this will become maximum. Not maximum, this will become greater than pi square. And here also this is pi by 2, so here its square will be pi square upon 4. And if we take these values, this will become 9 pi square upon 4, which is greater than minus pi, which is greater than a square of minus pi upon 2. Okay, so this is only possible, minima is possible when y is equals to pi and x is equals to minus pi by 2. So y is equals to pi and x is equals to minus pi by 2. Now if we'll square, this will become pi square and this will become pi square upon 4, and x square plus y square will become 5 pi square upon 4, and option C is correct. Thank you, students.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.